And let's take it deep.
Yeah, I love him, but he talks a lot. Yeah, that's me. I'm Jackson. I'm totally deaf. This week on Taking It Deep, I'm taking it deep, you're taking it deep, but I'm taking it deep.
I had this idea for a show. What if we all had the answers? What could we do then? That's what Taking It Deep is all about.
This week on Taking It Deep. Hey guys, welcome to this week's Taking It Deep. I'm Jackson. I need to put my 2 cents in and really take over this show. Taking it deep from my world is a lot different than his. Let's get into it. Dogs always get a bad reputation that, we're dumb, but we're smarter than most toddlers.
I'm thankful for taking it deep.
So you probably remember that Sean Coco thanked out loud? Well, I'm gonna bitch out loud because I've got some pet peeves and I think you need to know about them. This Trump guy can't even deal with people. There's no way in hell he needs a dog. And Virg is back with Virgism. Let's take it deep. Dogs sometimes don't get the respect they deserve. People call us dumb, but...
Right, and they get excited because the dog's about to poop. And the dog goes... And as soon as the drop comes down, the human goes, poopy, yay!
Dog's a man's best friend. Don't forget that.
Really, what does my dog think of me? I love my dog, but do they reciprocate in any way? When they hear you come home, they start jumping around. Is it just because they expect you to feed them? Is this just a scam by the dogs?
After a study analyzing dogs' brain activity, experts are saying dogs are people too. Emory University professor of neuroeconomics Gregory Burns and his fellow researchers spent 2 years training dogs to lie perfectly still while awake in an MRI scanner. Responses to smells, people, and food all support the idea that dogs feel emotions much like a human child.
We know that when dogs and humans make eye contact, that actually releases what's known as the love hormone, oxytocin, in both the dog and the human.
Thank you very much.
What we know now is that when dogs are actually looking at you, they're essentially hugging you with their eyes.
Really? My takeaway from this is that I'm not being scammed by my dog.
Did you have that?
Yeah, I worry about that all the time.
I feel terrible. Now I'm imagining all the other secret complaints our dogs have. Why did you take me from my mother? What did you do with my balls? Why do you keep stealing my poop?
I think it's really safe to say that other animals, particularly dogs, can be happy and sad and anxious and fearful.
In a world...
It's not surprising that dogs share characteristics with humans. After all, we've evolved alongside each other for more than 15,000 years. There are now some 80 million dogs in this country, more dogs than children.
Dogs, and they do so many things for your health, even if you're not someone suffering with a specific ailment. We know dogs lower blood pressure. They lower your risk for everything from heart attack to loneliness.
Over the years, I have felt the truest, purest love is the love that comes from your dog. Because everybody says it's unconditional and they're happy to see you no matter what. And there's never any judgment.
Even if we don't always understand each other, well, they're always there to listen. And that's the real meaning of a best friend.
There are a lot of things that bother me in this world, and I keep smiling for them.
Keep dancing on my own.
I've got pancreas issues, I've got cancer, but I've got some pet peeves, and I think you need to know about them.
Welcome back to the National Dog Show, where there are 7 groups long recognized by the AKC.
White boxers are not recognized by the American Kennel Club, so fuck off.
And she won 26 Best in Shows.
And how many is this for Gia now?
This is 44.
If you win the dog show, then you can't win it again. Get off the stage.
And I'm like, forget you.
pose ready. Jesus.
Even if you were broke, my love don't last.
Look at me. Please don't make me pose for any pictures. I'll take a picture when I'm ready. Please don't ask my tumor to be photoshopped. I'm beautiful just the way I am.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
I don't appreciate anybody trying to make my voice, imitate my voice, or try to say that you know what I'm thinking. I sleep, I shake, I shit. Get over it.
I really don't care.
You know, this Trump guy can't even deal with people. There's no way in hell he needs a dog.
Until one has loved an animal, wrote the journalist and author Anatole France, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. There is no evidence Donald Trump has ever loved an animal.
This little fella could be the next first dog. His name is Patton, and he's a 3-month-old golden doodle. Boy, is he cute.
I love him, I love him, I love him.
Patton belongs to President-elect Trump's friend Lois Pope, a Palm Beach socialite. She lives near Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. She says she showed Trump a photo of the puppy at Thanksgiving, and he was smitten. Patton, the golden doodle, will replace the Obamas' Bo and Sonny as the nation's first dog. Well, we know Trump likes dogs. He always poses with the winner of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
If Trump has ever in his life had a pet, wrote Gail Collins of the New York Times, his campaign doesn't know about it. There's some question, in fact, about whether he's ever even had an animal friend.
The end.
Oh, am I going to miss President Obama and Michelle? I think they were two of the warmest people in their capacity that I've ever known. I didn't know a lot about the children, but through the years it was nice seeing them grow up and a little bit of her mother. But they're so heartwarming. When I watch them, they just make me feel good. They make me feel like they're part of my family.
I will have to say I had deep love and affection for my little Sophie girl.
Good girl, Sophie girl.
And it wasn't until she passed away that I really understood the depth of my love for her, because I learned from a show we did many years ago with Gary Zukov that there are big souls and little souls. And Sophie was a little soul, just a little soul, but had a great impact on my life. And when I lost her is when I realized that nobody on earth had ever loved me like that little dog.
Guys, thanks for watching. This has been Jackson for Sean Coco. Thank you for watching Taking It Deep.